Hello, Class 401 Orange Group. Mr. Waterman here with the second half of today's language arts lesson on Friday, January 28th, 2022. I hope you all have had a great day studying so far. This is our last language arts lesson for the week, and I will see you all next week again as we are online. Hopefully next week will be the last week we are online, but we don't know, so fingers crossed. Okay, so yesterday, as we talked about schools around the world, we looked at our vocabulary activities, okay, as you can see here. We started with vocabulary A, and then we ended with vocabulary B. I'm going to go over the answers for both of those activities before we move on to the next page, which is going to be our true or false page. Okay, so let's go back to vocabulary A. Please check your answers. We did the first two together, which were on community and transportation. Okay, so we were up to number 3, which was the word where. Okay, so as you remember yesterday, I had the vocabulary and context pages open for you to refer to, okay? So looking at where, the meaning here, these two students wear uniforms at school, okay? Our definition for wear is J, to have on the body. Okay, so I like to use a ruler to make it nice and straight to go from the word to the meaning. I'll just do that. Okay, for number 4, our word was language. From our context card, we said people use different languages to write and to speak to one another. Okay. For language, we have I, a system of words, expressions, signs, or symbols shared by a group of people. Right down here for I. Okay? So I'm going to draw my line from the word language down to I. Okay? Then we had number 5, lessons. Okay, so in our book for the context cards, this teacher gives lessons to his students. The students learn from each lesson. So lessons are A, something to be learned or taught. So I'm going to draw a line from lessons all the way up to A. Okay? We're almost done. Then we have culture. So we know our meaning for culture. Culture is the traditions and beliefs of a group of people. For culture, these are going to be D, the traditions, arts, and beliefs of a certain group of people. I'm going to draw my line from culture to D. Okay. Number 7 is special. In our book, it says, these students go to a special school for music. They play music every day. Special is going to be B, different from what is common or usual. Okay. There we go. 3 more. Number 8, we have chores. Okay. Now, chores wasn't in our context cards, but we talked about this And we know that chores are F. They are tasks in the house, such as washing the dishes, doing the laundry, vacuuming the floors, cooking, right? Is all chores. Then we have subjects. Subjects are C, a course of study. So you know science is one of the subjects taught in school. I'm going to draw my line from subjects to C. There we go. And the last one, learn was not in our context cards, but we know number 10 is E. When someone teaches you something new, a new knowledge or skill, that is when you learn. And I'll draw my line from learn to E. Okay? And that's it. Vocabulary A is done. Now, let's look at the answers for vocabulary B. Going over the directions, you had to write the words in ABC order. Then you had to read the sentences. Complete the sentence with the correct word, or use the clue to write the correct word in the box. Okay? So we did the first 3 words in ABC order. Let's continue. We had chores, community, and culture. We don't have any words that start with D or E or F or G or H or I or J or K, but we do have 3 words that start with the letter L. We have language, we have lessons, and we have learn. Language is going to be number 4 because the second letter is A. A comes before E, so that's going to be number 4, and we'll write language. Language. Now, the next 2 words both have L-E. E is the second letter. Now we need to go to the third letter. We have L-E-S, and then we have L-E-A. A comes before S. Our 5th word is learn. L-E-A-R-N. And then our 6th word is going to be lessons. L-E-S-S-O-N-S. Okay. Next, we don't have any words that start with M or N or O or P or Q or R, but we have 2 that start with S. We have special and we have subjects. Let's look at the second letter. P and U. P comes before U. Number 7 is special. S-P-E-C-I-A-L. And then number 8 is subjects. S-U-B-J-E-C-T-S. Okay, and then the final 2 words are quite easy. We have transportation and we have where. T comes before W. Number 9 is transportation, and number 10 is where. So let's write them down. Transportation, and then where. Okay? Now we need to read sentences 4 through 10, and we'll have to write the correct words in the box. We have used learn, culture, and special. Let's look at number 4. The fastest blank I use to come to school is the train. The fastest transportation, transportation, and I'll write it here in the blank. Okay? For number 5, math and language arts are my favorite subjects in school. SUBJECTS. I'll write it in the blank and then in the box. Okay? Number 6, next year, my sister will blank a kimono for coming of age day. Wear, WEAR, WEAR. 7, Mom said I couldn't go outside until I finished all the tasks around the house. This one is chores, CHORES. 8, Christmas is a very blank holiday because I can be with my family. Special, SPECIAL. 9, the group of people who live together in the same area is very close and friendly. Okay? So the group of people, we know that is community. COMMUNITY. And number 10, which language can you speak better, Spanish or Japanese? Please write language, LANGUAGE, in the box. Okay? After you've checked your answers, let's move into today's activity, which is going to be true-false. Okay? Let's look at the directions. It says to read each statement. If the statement is true, circle T. If the statement is false, circle F. If the statement is false, rewrite it so it is true. There are 12 of these, so please listen as I read each statement. 1, students never go outside to have classes. 2, students who live too far away from their school don't go. 3, the first schools were started to teach math. 4, students sometimes go to school by boat. This should be go to school. Okay? Sorry about that. 5, students who dress alike wear clothes called a uniform. 6, group work is the only way students learn at school. 7, most children eat dinner at school. 8, it is not important for teachers to help children read and write. 9, students in Japan help to serve lunch. 10, schools where students live are called camps. 11. Home schools are where parents teach their children at home. 12. Students who are performers don't have to go to school. Now, remember, I have scanned the story for you, so you'll have the story to go through and check and make sure that your statements, if they are true or if they are false. So please use the story. If you need to go back and reread the story first, please do that. Let's look at a few together. 1. Students never go outside to have classes. Well, that's not true. You can see students going to school here in this picture. You can see students in a classroom in these two pictures, right? Now, you can see this student, he's probably studying at home, right? So I'm going to say number 1 is false. And I'm going to say, instead of never, I'm going to say students often go outside to have classes. I'm going to be careful here. I'm going to say often. The reason I don't say always is because, well, sometimes you stay at home and you have class. COVID is a very good example. You're watching this video. That means we are online, okay? So you don't always go outside to have classes, especially now. And some of you also have special classes at home where you might have a Skype lesson, right? Okay. Or a Zoom lesson. Let's look at number 2. Students who live too far away from their school don't go. Well, that's not true, right? Well, let's look here. It says, in some places, children live too far away from their school to go there. So, teachers give lessons over the radio or by using computers that are hooked up to the school, okay? They don't physically go to those schools, but they still study, right? I'm going to say this one is true. And you can see it here on page 443, right? So again, in some places, children live too far away from their school to go there, right? Teachers give lessons over the radio or by using computers that are hooked up to the school. So that's a special one. Be careful. Okay? Now, for numbers 3 through 12, again, please go back, look at the story, be very careful, read all of the little captions here with the pictures, and be sure to check your answers very carefully. Okay? And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email Mr. Waterman. We are only going to do the true-false activity in this lesson because it's going to take you some time to go through the story, to write your sentences, and to check your sentences. Okay? That's it for the lessons this week. Please take care, stay safe, and be well. And again, students, thank you all very much for working so hard and being very patient with all of your teachers. We know that you would rather be here in school with your friends learning, and your teachers would rather have you in school so we could teach you all face to face. Hopefully, that will change very soon. Take care, stay safe and well, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye for now.